afternoon, the Secretary General.
Eerst was dat gepland, kon Dimitri.
What we already know is that the Ukrainians have made advances. We already know that they have demonstrated their professionalism, a dedication, which is impressive. They are delivering above expectations, and they've done that throughout the war. Also liberating land in the north, Kiev, in the east, Kharkiv, and in the south, around Kherson already. Then, of course, when you launch such a big offensive, also against static, well-prepared defense lines, including with minefields and tank ditches and these dragon teats and many other static defense lines, of course there will be casualties. Also when it comes to modern NATO equipment. So there was no plan in a way. No one expected there to be zero casualties. The reality is that this is a fierce fighting going on. And of course also with casualties, also on the Ukrainian side. But the Ukrainians are making gains, and they have proven extremely professional in the way to conduct this offensive, and also in handling the equipment they have they have received from NATO allies.
Multiple media sources indicate that NATO allies are currently divided over the plan to
Well, I met President Erdogan in Istanbul a couple of weeks ago. We spent some time together, and of course we also addressed the issue of Swedish membership, and we agreed then in that meeting to convene the meeting of this permanent joint mechanism with Finland, Sweden, Turkey, and also NATO present, and my chief of staff is at the meeting. I just spoke to him, and he could report that the atmosphere, the meeting took place in a constructive atmosphere. Some progress have been made. So, for instance, this week there was a new announcement of the extradition of a person related to the PKK. And again, this is good for the fight against terrorism, but also good for Sweden's efforts to fight organized crime in Sweden, because these groups are very often linked, and they are the same people conducting organized crime in Sweden that are responsible for terrorist actions in Turkey. We, of course, are vigilant. We follow closely what Russia is doing. We are monitoring what they do, and we're also conveying very clear to them that the nuclear war cannot be won and should never be fought. As we monitor what they do, we, of course, so far, then we also assess what we should do, but so far we haven't seen any changes in their posture that requires any changes in our nuclear posture.